The most delicious and fragrant pilaf is Azerbaijani. If you cook it correctly, it turns out so amazing that all other pilaf options simply fade against its background. Believe me. Let's start cooking with the preparation of rice. To begin with, it should be rinsed very thoroughly, under running water several times until the water after the rice becomes transparent. Now pour water into a saucepan, salt it a little, and bring it to a boil. As soon as the liquid boils, put the rice in a saucepan and mix everything. Cook the rice over low heat for 10 minutes, so that it remains a little hard. With a tooth, boiled rice is thrown into a colander, and washed under cold water. Next, we should melt the butter, but so that it does not heat up too much. This can be done in a water bath, or in a microwave oven. Now we clean, and wash the potatoes. Cut it into rather thick slices, 0.5 centimeters, and spread it on the bottom of a greased saucepan, so that the rice does not burn. Mix about half of the boiled rice with half of the butter, and put it in a saucepan on potatoes. Spread the remaining rice on top of this rice, pour the second half of the butter over it, and sprinkle with turmeric. Simmer rice over low heat for an hour. This can be done both on the stove, and in the oven, at 180 degrees on the lowest tier. Next, we will prepare the meat. Peel the lamb from the films and veins and cut into small pieces, 2.5 centimeters wide. Spread the meat in preheated olive oil, and fry until golden brown. Mutton should be fried in one layer. If all the meat does not fit at once, it should be fried in parts. We transfer the fried meat to a clean thick-walled saucepan, or into a cauldron. Pour half a glass of water into the frying pan, in which the lamb was fried, and use a wooden spatula to cover the bottom of the pan, so that all the meat remains are mixed with the liquid. The resulting water is poured into a saucepan with fried lamb. Onions are cleaned, and cut into half rings. We put the onion in a saucepan with meat, and put it on medium heat. As soon as the liquid in the pan boils, reduce the heat to a minimum. Gently mix the contents of the pan. Next, rinse under water, and chop fresh herbs. We spread it to the meat and onion. Add thyme and sumac. Mix everything again. Cover the pan with a lid, and simmer the lamb for 40 minutes, stirring it from time to time. Now we wash the dried apricots and raisins and pour the dried fruits with boiling water for 10 minutes. When the meat is ready, after 40 minutes, put the dried fruits in a saucepan. Again, cover the pan with a lid, and simmer for another half an hour. At the end of cooking, the lamb should be salted and peppered to taste. Let stand for 10 minutes under the lid. The top layer of the finished rice is gently mixed so that the turmeric is evenly distributed in it, but so as not to touch the bottom white layer of rice. Azerbaijani pilaf with lamb is served like this. Rice, both yellow and white, with potato slices is laid out in the middle of the plate. We put some meat with onions and dried fruits on the rice. The finished dish can be sprinkled with fresh herbs and served to the table. Bon appétit to everyone.